Welcome to the commercial nerve center of the country, Nigeria. It's Lagos. And up next will be Emmanuel, ability famous Abimbola, up against William Kaki Amosu. That also promises to be an exciting one. And we go straight into the ring as Ralph Chidozie George will bring the next boxers in.
Ladies and gentlemen, the next bout of the evening is a national light welterweight contest. And now for the boxer to make their ring walk, first off to fight out of the blue corner. Make welcome, Williams Kaki Amosu.
What an outfit, Nero. What an outfit he has.
Yeah, what an outfit. Kaki Fire is what he calls himself. And you know what Kaki is? Kaki is the same material that the Nigerian army or the military are using sewing their uniform. And you know it's a very tough material. Hence the reason why he calls himself Kaki.
Ability famous Abimbola.
A very, very exciting boxer as well. Ability famous Emmanuel Abimbola. Looking forward to this one. Very confident fighter. 16 fights, 14 wins, 2 losses. 11 out of those 14 wins by knockout.
Me and Sheyi Ajao, the referee for the bout, the third man in the ring when the bell goes, Tayo or lifer. And now, introducing the fighters. First up, fighting out of the blue corner, comes in weighing 64.5 kilograms with a career record of 8 fights, 4 wins, 3 losses, and 1 draw. 2 of his 4 wins coming by way of knockouts. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing Williams Kaki Amosu. And his opponent across the ring in gray and gold trunks, fighting out of the red corner, comes in weighing 65.3 kilograms with a career record of 16 fights, 14 wins, no loss, 2 draws, 11 of his 14 wins coming by way of knockouts. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing the knockout artist, the one, the only, Emmanuel, ability famous Abimbola. The referee for the bout, Tayo or lifer, will give his instructions to the boxers now.
Good evening, guys. I'll be the third man during the action. Listen to my commands at all times. Protect yourself at all times and keep it clean at all times. Good luck. Touch gloves.
8 rounds of boxing.
Let's go. We about to start the third bout of the night right here at the Molade Okoya-Thomas Hall of the Teslim Balogun Stadium in Surulere, Lagos. The commercial nerve center of Nigeria. And it's the 33rd edition Go TV Boxing Night. It's tagged Ring of Fury.
It's showtime. Let's get ready to rumble. Off we go from the first round.
Very interesting fights we are looking forward to here.
It seems the fans are really expecting something really exciting in this particular fight. I can feel it in the atmosphere.
Ability famous, you look at him, you look at his strutting, and you think he's not a lethal boxer, but that record says it all.
Very impressive record he has right there. Very intimidating.
No loss in 14, you know, and in 16 rather. He's actually won 14 and lost and drawn 2. There was a mistake earlier in that graphic that was shown. He's actually unbeaten in his 16 career fights.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and 14 victories. Out of those 14, he's got 11 knockouts.
Quite intimidating.
Very, very, but you look at him, it's quite deceptive. But Kaki is a very enticing, very powerfully packed boxer as well, Kaki Amosu. So I must say this one is very, very well, delicately poised. One has big power punches, The other has a very long reach, which carries with it very stinging jabs and very, very lovely cross, cutting punches as well. That's talking about Ability Famous.
Well, Ability seems to have a little slight height advantage. If that can make any difference in this particular fight, well, only time will tell. Still in the first round, Emmanuel Abimbola squared up against William Amosu in this national light welterweight challenge. Of course.
And not only does he have the height advantage and the reach advantage, he's also wading in, interestingly, heavier than his opponent. He's wading at 65 points.
Well, it doesn't look it.
Yeah, and that's why I keep telling you that
it doesn't look
it looks very deceptive. He's weighing at 65.3 kilograms, while Kaki Amosu weighed in at 64.5. So that's almost 0.08 kgs more. Ability Famous taking it slow, not really wasting too much. Oh, lovely counter punch here with his left. Another good jab. Amosu must be very cautious, because for him to score points against this man, you're going to have to fight on the inside. But
yeah.
And Ability Famous has those jabs that'll definitely
keep him at bay.
Absolutely.
Well, he might want to stoop to conquer, but it might be a dangerous game. He might be playing. He might want to take the risk, but I don't know. That man is so dangerous with his jabs, and that might catch him in harm's way. He doesn't want to make himself vulnerable.
You can see that again. He just stepped back and was able to connect of the one they call Bout. Rahim Animashaun. One of Nigeria's fast rising young men in boxing, and he's one that a lot have said has his, destiny up there in the future, in the stars. We're back in it, round 2 of 8. And this is where I expect Kaki needs to watch it. I keep saying that when you want to go try to get on the inside, he needs to be careful with this man called Ability Famous, who has a way of, turning defense into offense. You saw the way he took 3 steps from the ropes, and before we knew it, Kaki Amosu was on the ropes.
He probably want to go for some body shots, but if he's trying to go for the head of Emmanuel Abimbola, it might be a dangerous game, because he has a longer reach. He has very quick jabs. He can be explosive if he wants to. It's a dangerous game Amosu will be playing with this man.
Nice one there from Amosu. This is what he's going to have to learn. You have to be patient when you're fighting a boxer that has a longer reach than you. And he must refrain himself from lunging unnecessarily, because Ability Famous will catch it. Yeah. That's one thing you can be rest assured. You see again, look at those combinations. You see those quick, counter punches.
Well, I'll tell you something, Nero. This fight doesn't look quite entertaining, but it looks very tactical.
Absolutely.
It looks very, very tactical. You need to be very disciplined in this one. Both boxers don't want to just play to the gallery or play to the fans. They know that they're in for a very difficult fight. So they're staying very, very disciplined.
What I love about Kaki Amosu is his resilience and his never say die spirit. He's always willing, to take the chance. He's always willing to go forward. Yes, you could say one of the reasons he's lost some of his bouts as well. But he fancies his chances against Ability Famous, and you see he just got caught there again with those very quick jabs that comes from Ability Famous, who's still trying to look for the combination to unlock his opponent.
I'll tell you something too. The element of surprise might just be the difference between both boxers. Who has that surprise package? Who has that thing that is unpredictable? Because both boxers playing a very tactical game. I mean, they don't know what the other can actually offer.
Well, if you're talking about that,
different style of boxing makes it a very difficult one for both of them.
If you're talking about the surprise package, I think the man who has possibly more of it between the two of them has got to be Ability Famous. Because you look at his record, the way he's fought over the years, different fighters. He's been able to mix and, bring a lot of different diversity, dimensions into his fights. So far so good. He's still comfortable, but Amosu is somebody that likes to mix it up. He likes to get on the inside, likes to be rough about it.
Yeah, I was going to say that. I think he's a fighter. While Emmanuel Abimbola is a clinical boxer.
Everybody knows where they stand. Amosu wants to make it an inside fight, and Ability Famous knows that he cannot afford that because that is what Kaki enjoys, and he cannot, play to your opponent's strength. You want to keep it in your own range and let him fight to your own, strength as well.
Exactly what you just said.
I hope that's not anything serious there.
He really wants to turn this into a brawl.
Yeah, and Ability Famous still keeping his own cool, not wanting to bring him on the inside. And that's what he's trying to do again. That right jab is trying to disorganize the strategy of Ability Famous so that he can get on the inside. You can see he's looking for a way so that he can unleash his left hook, but he's not getting the chance. And when he manages to find his way there, he seems to be scared of it as well, because he's quickly getting out of the place, because he knows that he's up against a boxer who is pretty much a very, very good knockout specialist.
And of course, he will not want to be caught in harm's way. He will not want to put his body on the line, trying to come inside. Emmanuel Abimbola got caught that time. What a very tactical fight.
Third, nice left jab there coming from Abimbola. And you can see now, I love the fact that Kaki is trying all sorts of strategy. He's using the style of, keeping that that right hook, that right jab rather, out there. Try to use it to
tempt him.
Not necessarily taunt him, just distract your opponent so he doesn't see the left when he comes in. And I love his head movement as well, talking about ability. And this is my problem. Whenever Ability gets on the inside, I expect to see him unleash a lot of punches.
Quick hands that time now from Emmanuel Abimbola. Very explosive boxer. Quick with his combination.
Oh, look at those
shot that time. He
Big
got all
there.
of that.
Are you okay?
I thought that was a body punch. I wasn't sure whether that was lower than the belt line. He catches him with a lovely body punch and then follows it up with a lovely one straight to the face. But this strategy is working for Abimbola. Ability, Amosu.
I think Emmanuel Abimbola is more clinical and more precise.
Yeah, he is
more accurate with his punches.
Catches his opponent with a big one. Big right. Catches him with another. Oh, love that. Love the left there, but some of them looking like a slap, coming from Kaki.
He really wants to take it to the streets.
Now the problem is Ability is also aware, and you can see him also sticking out his left jab to block the other hand of Kaki. It's a fight that requires a lot of strategy and tactics.
Exactly my point. Exactly the point I was trying to make.
Or else, if Emmanuel Ability does not take his time, Amosu might just be the man to give him his first L.
I think it's the first fight that will go the long haul. This one looks like
it's still early days. It's still early days. We're just about going into
the fourth round now.
That's just halfway of the bout itself. I expect Ability's corner, to come up with some sort of strategy on how to neutralize and diffuse the offense of Kaki Amosu. While, of course, Kaki Amosu, who is getting more and more comfortable with the fight, to keep, causing a lot of problems for Abimbola. And he goes back with that hand again, that right hand that he leads forward with. Now, of course, he's looking for that kill. I think rather he should be looking to score jabs rather than looking for the kill.
Come. Step forward. Come.
And I told you this one's going to be difficult for the judges. It's going to be, I mean,
I think
very tactical, very fierce fight.
I think it's just about the number of punches you're able to score.
Yeah.
So it makes it easy. But one thing I've noticed is that Kaki is looking for a knockout, which may not be the best for him. He's trying to look for that left killer punch and he could get caught in the process. And the moment Emmanuel Ability starts, you see, he just missed out on that uppercut there. The moment Ability starts pricing, oh, another lovely left jab there coming from Ability, which actually caught Kaki Amosu quite well. And that's what Amosu is doing, Ability is doing now. You know, making sure that every time Amosu comes forward, drops his guard, he's making it pay for it.
I think Amosu will not mind if this one goes the long haul.
Well,
it looks durable, it looks like he can endure, it looks like he has the stamina. Of course, like you said, he might be looking for the technical knockout also, but Abimbola is not giving him any chance to get that power punches in.
And then look at that, another good jab there coming off that hand. And that's the surprise package that Abimbola has been able to use very well. Another one catches him with the right. And if Abimbola is as good as expected to be, that's what he's going to be doing. He knows his man is looking for a knockout. Yeah. And it's just going to be scoring, you know. And then, you know, if at all the opportunity comes for a knockout, he goes for it. If he doesn't, just keep scoring your points. Oh, look at that.
Great shoulder that time with the uppercut.
Catches him again.
Trying to another one again. Oh, what a fierce fight. Keenly contested.
Oh, catches him. He actually, there's a clash of heads there. They need to watch it.
Watch your head, guys.
Because this is not one of those fights that you want to be stopped as a result of default by clash of heads or anything.
Very difficult one to call at the moment. But boxers don't even have a clue who is leading on point.
Absolutely not.
Fierce, energetic, tactical, everything.
Another thing that I would love to see is as the rounds progress, will Kaki be able to keep up with his consistency? Because the energy that he's brought so far is really nice. Caused a lot of problems for Abimbola. But can he keep it up till the later stages in this fight? Will he be able to keep his hands up and, you know, keep himself protected? Because he's fighting against a very deadly fighter. You show a bit of a weakness or opening, he's going to take advantage of it.
National lightweight, welterweight challenge bout. William Amosu is going up against Emmanuel Abimbola. And it's been close, it's been keenly contested, it's been energy sopping so far within both boxers.
And if there's anything we can say, this one has exceeded the time of the first two bouts.
Yeah, the first fight they've gone to.
Nice combination there coming from Kaki Amosu. But unfortunately, he still didn't score too many punches there. Good jab, two good jabs there coming from Ability Famous. But you got to give it to Kaki Amosu. I love his footwork. I love his energy that he brings into it, especially when you're fighting a boxer who has a longer reach than yours. You know how difficult that can be. He did this last time out. He got, you know, caught with it. He needs to watch it. Trying to, you know, lure
some gamesmanship, yeah.
Yeah, it's like trying to lure your opponent to come forward.
Almost working. Almost worked out that time.
Ability knows that that's exactly what he wants from him, and he's not falling for it.
Yeah.
He's telling him, I'm going to fight this fight in my own on my own terms, not at the level, at the pace at which you want me to fight.
So I ask you this, Nero, do you think Kaki might need to change his approach, his style, his technique?
Oh, two, three, oh, another big one again. Oh, he catches Kaki there. Look at that, I told you.
Oh, wow.
I told you about the ability of...
I didn't see that one coming.
Abimbola to be able to turn the tide when he looks like he's on the back foot. He was on the ropes, and before we knew it, Kaki Amosu was on the ropes.
Yeah. Just turned the tables within a split second. Emmanuel Abimbola, very explosive boxer. It looks like Kaki is trying to change his approach from the first 4 rounds, and it's not working.
It's not only about that. It's also about the energy level. I knew that at one time it would drop, but the level at which it would drop is what I didn't know, and we are getting a sign of it now. It's the 5th round. And he had a big miss there, and we've got a few more seconds left in this round. There's still about 3 more rounds to go. And the way Ability Famous has fought so far, he's been able to conserve his energy very well.
And I think it's just picking some points, just gradually picking his points round after round. And of course, that will give him a chance to, impress the judges and show that he's the better boxer. I mean, he wants to be more precise, more clinical, and of course wants to execute his punches more. But of course, Kaki is just taking to the streets, turning to a street brawl, making it very, very intense for Emmanuel Abimbola to cope with. What a fight we have on our hands here.
Very different styles, those two boxers.
Exactly.
And one of them being on, there was no reason for him to continue. Wow. And you can see, I love that anyways. Ability laughed it off, and Kaki Amosu touched gloves with him, saying it wasn't intentional. I think he was already in the motion, for those combinations. And even after the bell went, it was a bit difficult for him to pull back.
So round 6 to come. What a fight we have on our hands.
Good punch there. Good, another nice jab there. Kaki gets caught in the process.
And shots, a counter push coming from Emmanuel Abimbola that time.
2 big ones there.
Body shots, and what a
that.
right hand.
And one of the fans there enjoying himself. Of course, looking forward to more bouts this night. Round 6 right here. Now let's see the energy level, whether it's still going to be on.
Some gamesmanship now. Oh, they're playing to the gallery. Amazing stuff.
Now there's some sort of urgency. You can look at the spirit of Abimbola.
I told you this one would go the long haul.
Well, I still think you might be too early.
No, both boxers have what it takes to take it to the 8th round, trust me.
Okay. I just hope you will not have spoken too early. Because it's boxing.
Yeah.
You never know where the
element of surprise,
where the cookie crumbles.
Yeah. But I mean, because they fight in different style, different approach, it makes it very, very difficult for the other to outwitch.
Have you noticed that to a reasonable extent, Abimbola has been able to neutralize that, leading hand approach of Kaki Amosu.
Yeah.
And he's also, led by his own left hand as well. And it does look like it's frustrating Kaki Amosu as well, because Amosu was able to use that to a good effect. But then, of course, immediately you can look at the left hand of Abimbola as well. He's also started leading with it. You see the way he's using that left hand to block the leading hand of Amosu. And massive uppercut. You see that way he blocks it back.
I just think Emmanuel Abimbola is more precise, more accurate with execution. I think he might just impress the judges more, but Kaki really likes it.
He's smiling.
He likes it, a street fight.
Yeah, but I still have my problems with Kaki. When he has the opportunity, when he's on the inside, I'm expecting him to be more accurate with his shots, but he's not putting in those big punches that he has.
He has big punches, but the execution has not been
as effective.
Perfectly, yes. But I think it's because the fighting a very good boxer. It makes it more difficult for him.
Absolutely. Oh, look at that. Nice, setting up with the left. Oh, he gets caught once again. Nice body punch there coming from Ability.
Both boxers really have the stamina. They have the endurance.
Absolutely.
They've kept the momentum. They've kept the tempo from the first round all the way to the 6th round.
And two of them catching each other.
Some border shots now from Kaki.
And what Ability is concentrating on a lot more now is to keep getting the headshots, because that's where the real points are.
Really trying to come inside. You can smell blood now.
You see again. You see the way he keeps picking out his opponent. You see the way he keeps picking out his opponent.
Abimbola trying to buy out some time that time.
Gets his hands up, protects himself from the combinations, and all of a sudden, throws a left and right combination of his own as well.
Another timeout to get the gloves in shape and in place. I mean, even the gloves are feeling the energy of this particular fight. Counting down to the end of the 6th round. What a fight. Energy serpent, close.
Oh, good uppercut there. Both boxers. And Amosu is still looking for the pot. And you can see the wry smile on the face of Ability. Kind of like telling him you're going to have to do a lot more.
Yeah, and I think what makes it more difficult is that both boxers just don't want to lose this fight. I don't know, for whatever reason. They seem to have ego, they seem to have pride in this particular fight.
Well, it's about bragging rights as well.
Really.
As we head into what is the penultimate round of the bout. And this is where it gets more dangerous.
Round 7 to go. As we see Abimbola with that uppercut.
And another uppercut again.
Delightful to watch that time.
And look at that, a very quick one. Look at that combination there. It was like he actually stood for a while and he was like, did I catch him well enough?
Yeah.
And then of course, I would have expected him to throw a lot more combinations after those 2 shots threw earlier.
I mean, Nero, once you've gotten totally right about Abimbola, it looks like Kaki wants to keep him where he likes him to be. But the man, counter punches and fights his way back with some explosive punches that, I mean, Kaki being caught napping so many times.
Yeah, that's exactly the name of the game. Don't hit and don't get hit. Nice combination, and Abimbola.
It will be as if he has been, kept at bay. It will look as if he kept Abimbola where he wants him, but Abimbola fights back with some element of surprise.
It's looking more like Abimbola is the one, having this fight on his own terms, of course.
Yeah.
Because you look at both of them, it's actually Kaki that has been struggling, and he gets caught once again while trying to lunge on the inside. And you can look at that. Look at that. There's 2 different battles going on here. There's the battle of the right and the left hand of both boxers fighting each other. And look at that. He's got rolling his hands like Sugar Ray Leonard and gets caught in the process. When you're going to throw look at that, 2 big punches, and he tries to fight back. And those are the points that the judges will see.
Yeah.
So that's why Kaki needs to step up and stop looking for that knockout punch that he's been looking for. He's
putting himself in arm's way so many times.
Look at that
time with uppercut.
You see exactly what I'm saying.
Dangerous.
Look at that again. Lovely combinations. Nice headshot there coming from.
I think he feels like he has no choice. He has no option than to play that.
Good one there coming from Kaki Amosu.
Oh, it's looking good now. Body shots.
But
fine combination.
The thing is,
Abimbola
does not put
always
himself.
fight back.
He doesn't put himself there. Whenever he sees that he's been caught with a good one, he steps back, and in the process, quickly scores a counter as well.
Yeah. Well, I said again, it makes it difficult from the judges. Abimbola is quite impressive, but
I think the judges have their work cut out.
Yeah, surely.
I know what I've scored so far.
Okay.
Even though see, look at that, another beautiful one.
But it looks like Kaki has stepped up his game a little bit.
Yes, but
he knows he has one more round.
I still haven't seen, him really scoring as many points as I would expect him to score. I think he's thrown more punches.
Yeah.
But I don't think he's landed as much as his opponent, who lands another big one again.
In terms of precision, in terms of accuracy, Abimbola has it more.
Another
shot
one
that time with the left hand. What a gruesome fight, this one. They've taken it to the streets, they've boxed the fort.
Kaki's like a steam.
Like a wounded lion.
Look at that. A left and right combination. He tries his own as well, and he steps back. I was expecting him to keep up the pressure.
Abimbola has not given him any respite at all. He tried to come in, but Abimbola tried to keep him at bay. Dangerous game Abimbola is playing. I don't think he should let himself be pinned to the ropes. It's a dangerous game. The man wants to capitalize and they take advantage.
Yeah, because his opponent is not back.
Left it all in the ring. And the fans have been absolutely in this national lightweight, welterweight challenge bout.
And the fighters with some of their fans right here. And some of the officials of multi-choice Nigeria, alongside the man who's made this possible, talking about Mr. Jenkins and Nomana, who is the CEO of Fly Kite Productions, right there as well. Big one there coming from Amosu. A big right hand. And
so where will this one swing?
So now it's obvious Amosu knows that he needs a knockout from the look of things, or he's been
He
told.
was looking for a knockout right from the first
Yeah,
round.
but he knows that he has to go all out for it this time around. But this is where he has to be very careful.
I think it's playing to the hands of Emmanuel Abimbola now.
He will play to his hands because that's what Abimbola knows how to do.
And the fans putting pressure on him now.
He's looking for that, and Abimbola will just be dancing around. Nice combination, and he gets caught in the process as well.
Time ticking away, the final
Nice
round.
uppercut.
Who takes this one? It's been close, it's been keenly contested, it's been energy sopping, it's been everything you talk about in a boxing bout. Fierce, street fight, brawl, boxing, everything. Two boxers with different approach, different tactics to this particular match. Time ticking away. Kaki needs to come out with something good. Where will this one swing? Trying to look for the opening. Trying to put Abimbola.
Abimbola not wanting to risk anything, you know, just trying to keep it safe. I think he feels that he's scored enough. Oh, another one there.
Shot that time from Kaki. Will that make the difference?
Kaki just wants to go. And Abimbola is telling him, look, clinching is part of the sport.
Yeah.
And when I feel like clinch, I can. When I feel like clinching, I can clinch. It's my right, and I can use it. I can exercise it.
Just 1 more minute for Kaki to come up with something big in this one.
I think it's going to be close, but I think that
Abimbola with some left jabs.
Oh, look at that again! Scores again while backing up. I think it's going to be close, but I think that. Oh.
Now it's all to fight for. Less than 30 seconds. Where will the pendulum swing?
I think it's going to be close, but I think that Ability has got this in the bag because of the way he's been able to score his punches without throwing a lot. I think there's been a lot of punches thrown by Kaki.
I still think it's a difficult one for the judges to score.
Well,
Abimbola might just be edging it, but it's been a closely
that's
contested.
exactly what I said.
Oh, dangerous game! What is the combination? What a dangerous game Kaki was playing that time. Amazing stuff. Less than 20 seconds to go. What was this man doing?
What was that about? He's still
amazing stuff. He's been caught left, right, and center. What a jab.
What was that about?
I can't believe my eyes.
Are you kidding me? What was that about?
This is amazing stuff. Drama right at the end. Nero, this is absolutely unbelievable.
What was that about?
Fury in the ring.
And I don't think his camp was happy about that. But he put up a good fight.
They absolutely gave the fans something to shout about. Absolutely. When it was very tactical in the first 5-6 rounds, it now became explosive in the final round.
Absolutely. But I think that Ability could have done better. I think that he could have done better than this. I think it was rather a bit too calm about it. But let's go into the ring and find out what the decision of the judges
I really can't wait.
Ladies and gentlemen, the bout went the distance, and after 8 rounds of boxing, we go to the judges' scorecard. And Joshua Ajao scores it 75-78. Emmanuel Abimbola. Shea George scores it 76-76. A draw. And George Yetunde Alimi scores it 75-77 for your winner by split decision, Emmanuel Abimbola.
Fantastic win.
It's a massive fight, but he's not happy about it. Of course, he won't be happy. His fight, he gave a good account of himself. The man from Badagry, Emmanuel Abimbola, managed to get the decision right here. But I think on another day, he should do a better job. His opponent really gave him a very good fight. And he can be proud of himself. And you know, I told you about it earlier. He's one of those boxers who hasn't been lucky with results coming out of the scorecard.